The Magic Man once again. I'm still on the court. The lights stayed on. I thought they was gonna go off when I did the other video. Let me see if I can bust another video very quickly. So Federer, he ain't tripping. Nadal fans tripping, Federer fans tripping, other tennis fans tripping, but Federer ain't tripping. I'm telling you. Man, the tennis preacher, the prophet, the psychic, coming back at you again with another video. Okay, people, let me get right to the title. Is the old Federer coming back, or was that just one match against Del Potro that he just lost? Okay, now some of you may be saying, what are you talking about? People, I'm in a little conversation. You guys can go to the conversation section, and with one of the commenters, subscribers named Ahmed, and Ahmed, he was the one that made me make the video where I said that he had said that Federer is not a good closer. And I made a video this morning saying Federer is a very good closer. Closer means when he's serving for the match, 90% of the time, Federer usually closes the match out. I mean, there was a couple against the Djokovic that Ahmed brought up that I know about in the U.S. Open where Federer didn't close it. But besides that, when Federer is serving, I'm surprised I'm having to make this argument. I thought most people knew. When Federer is serving for the match, he usually closes it out. Now, Ahmed is going even farther with some other stuff. He's bringing up a lot of the head-to-head history. Now, y'all, you guys, Ahmed is obviously one of my newer subscribers the last month or two. I can tell because I've already covered all this, the Djokovic versus Federer, and I don't mind bringing it up again or even, going over it again. I may not go over it in this video, but I'm just saying, I've already went over that, the Djokovic head-to-head versus Federer, Nadal head-to-head versus Federer, and but let me just get to what Ahmed is saying. Basically, what he said is he said this here that Federer on the big stage, he say Federer gets nervous and he used the F word. He said fucks up. I mean, F's up matches, and he gets nervous on the big stage. And so, and he brought up examples of that Federer has lost. He brought up the Djokovic examples. So I want to ask people, now somebody may say, what does this got to do with the Miami Open? Well, whether you agree with that or not, and I'm going to give y'all my opinion on this, that where do I think Federer stands mentally here? So basically, Ahmed, he is questioning Federer's mental state as a tennis player, his mental maturity on the court as a tennis player. I mean, he's saying Federer, when Federer gets really tight and tense, he screws up. He used words like that. I got a problem with that, but I'll get to that in a second. So that's why I'm bringing this up. So now here's the first problem I got. Okay, I got a problem with some of the stuff Ahmed is saying is true, but I think he's living into the past too much. Federer has changed a lot since then, bro. Listen, man. 2017, let's catch up with Federer, the new Federer. The new Federer, okay? We'll get to that. Besides that Del Potro match, and he blew those 2 points, which even in that right there, I can say, besides Federer just not closing that out, he still played, for him not to have his top game, he still mentally was in the match and did the best he could with the level that he had. Because Del Potro had his level. Federer didn't have his top level. But let's come to 2017. Let's just update this new Federer. Okay, Federer 2017 Australian Open, he's down. This mentally weak Federer that Ahmed is talking about is down 3-1 against Nadal. Not only does he come back and start hitting these backhands under pressure, he closes it out. Oh man, he closed it out, okay? Then Federer comes to Indian Wells. He beats Nadal. Oh man, he closes closes it out. Okay, then he goes to Miami the next week, beating Nadal. Oh man, he closes it out. Okay, I'm just trying to catch you up to the new Federer, because you seem to be living. Oh man, is living into this past Federer. And now somebody may say this here. Well, Magic, well, he's probably saying it because Federer just lost to Del Potro, and Federer had 2 match points. So you trying to tell me you judging Federer a 20-time Grand Slam champion just because he lost against Del Potro and he had double match point? So okay, so one time, let's say he choked, and I did say I think that was a choke though, that he choked just one time out of 2 years. He's pretty well. So basically, you may be saying, well, Magic Man, what's your point with this video? My point with the video is that, oh man, when he's sort of living in the past, Federer, I'm gonna be honest, besides that match with Del Potro, I haven't seen Federer choke under pressure the last couple years. Okay, so that's basically why I'm making the video. So let's go back to 2017. We're gonna come out there now. So Federer comes to the Wimbledon. Okay, he's playing a Cilic. Yeah, that Cilic has a blister, but now Cilic, he looked like he can play. Y'all know it's hard to play somebody that's hurt because you don't know whether or not to close out the match. Is the person hurt or is they not hurt? So Federer, he closed it out. He did a job, because it's hard to play somebody not hurt, because sometimes Cilic looked like he was hurt. Sometimes Cilic looked like he wasn't hurt. So it got tricky for Federer. So he took care of business, closed it out. We come to the Shanghai. He closed the Dow out there. Basel, he closed Del Potro out in Basel. Okay, so we come to the Australian Open this year. He closed Cilic out. Cilic came back, made it a 5-setter. Federer was in trouble, man. He could have lost that first serve. I mean, he could have lost that first service game of the 5th set. He closed it out. Oh man, Federer closed out that Australian Open just 3 months ago. Okay, he could have lost that. And then he went on a total winning streak, and he's 17-1, and he just lost against Del Potro. That's the only. I've only seen Federer the last couple of years. I've just seen Federer, what I would say, a choke, just those that game. I would say that whole game was a choke, though. I say that. But that's just that one game. So am I going to, so you may be saying, okay, Magic, we get what you're saying. So what is the ultimate thesis of this video? The thing is, do you all believe, because this is important, people, for the Miami and for the rest of Federer's career, do you believe more what I'm saying that, okay, I believe this is a new Federer. I do believe he did, maybe because he really wanted to win the Indian Wells and he didn't really have his level. So it was a very intense match, like he said. And, okay, he blew the double match point, choke, blew it, whatever you want to say. But that's just one time out of 2 years. But I still think Federer is he's definitely more mentally tough now. He works things out. He doesn't shake balls anymore. Even in the Del Potro match, he didn't shake balls and stuff here. Just he didn't close it out that time. That's pretty well. That's the only criticism of that match. In the second set tiebreaker against Del Potro, he operated under pressure. So I was actually surprised he didn't close out when it was 45. But let me get back to the question. So here's the question. Do y'all believe more of what I'm saying, that I believe this is a new Federer, okay? Okay, he lost against Del Potro. He's still 17-1. He's number 1 in the world. He got 20 majors. See, when you hear old man talk, old man is talking so disrespectful. He acting like, if I came from another planet, listen, if I came from another planet and I saw Federer playing, like, let's say even against Cilic here, in the 5th set, I would have betted against him. Because I would have said, oh man, saying Federer chokes under pressure. So I would have betted against him. Okay? So do you believe more what Omed is saying, that Federer is still this choke artist under pressure most of the time? Okay? I'm not going to say he's saying it all the time. But based on what he's saying, he left this whole line of Federer losses against the Djokovic. And by by the way, man, listen, man, that's the Djokovic Pete. He was supposed to beat Federer. Federer was just trying to get that 18th major, that 17th major. That's Federer. Federer was out of his prime, man. I mean, those matches you talking about, but no problem. Do y'all believe more of what Ahmed is saying, that Federer is gonna now, it's one thing to lose. You can lose and be mentally strong. But Ahmed is saying that he sort of believes Federer is still this guy that chokes and nervous and starts shanking balls. I mean, my question, if I came from another planet, I'm going to be like, well, how in the name of God is this guy got 20 majors, arguably the greatest of all time, #1 in the world, 17-1 this year? I'm going to tell Ahmed, you must be living in the past. How's he 17-1? If this guy is such a choke artist, the way Ahmed is making it sound, I mean, he can say, I can understand if he said, well, Federer choked that match. But he's trying to make it sound like Federer is this, he's this choke artist. He get nervous. He's shaking balls. Man, listen, that's the old Federer. Federer used to do that. But this Federer now is more mature than that, man. He's already forgot about that Del Potro thing. Like Federer said, we got to move on, man. And oh man, my advice to you, bro, move on. This is the new Federer. Get with the new Federer. Now, what I don't like, though, is that they taking that Del Potro loss and they trying to some way write a new narrative for Federer. Y'all know me, the tennis prophet. I catch that stuff. That's what Ahmed is trying to do. He's taking that Del Potro loss and he's trying to rewrite this new Federer, that we have seen. Listen, I didn't make up the new Federer. I talked about the new Federer, but I'm not the one that helped him beat Nadal 4 consecutive times last year. I'm not the Federer that got 20. I didn't help Federer get 20 majors. Federer did it, and I just talk about it. Okay? So, but Ahmed needs to catch up with the new Federer. He's caught in the past of the old Federer. Okay? So now, so let's look at that. Is Federer going to be more the way what I'm saying? Yeah, he's not perfect, but pretty well. He got a good mental game, a good solid B game now. We know he got an A game, but he didn't really used to have a B game. Or is he more like Ahmed has said, that Federer is this guy that get nervous on the big stage, shanking balls and all this other stuff, okay? Tennis preacher, tennis prophet, tennis psychic signing off. Have a good one.